it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will get the first swing of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Get it out on the screen. Oh, that's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on first down. The short hands, it's Casper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding.
Pulls it in on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Gonna let it fly, and it's caught inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Casper.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Hill. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss it.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that second.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Casper. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Fires downfield. Hauls it in. And with... they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. stuffed, almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Green. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to swing it on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Hill. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out in your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had every...
Ernie on the Jets. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Oh, look out on the right. Inside the 30. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
14.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets away from one, finds room. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you can see the quarterback broke not 1, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket and get him on the ground.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Using his legs, it's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell he took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss in the 4th and 3rd down and goal situation.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's White. There he goes! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run it to the right side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Little touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here?
Lost one deep down the right side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.